people don't see the inability to keep food refrigerated, so they have to scavenge for food constantly. An inability to store money, it makes you a victim if you are given a large amount of cash, you become a target. And so there's a constant need for small amounts of money. There's a constant need for fresh food. We really need is leadership in the community to find permanent solutions to homelessness. But until those come over long periods of time, we do what we can here to treat people with dignity, give them a few hours of a safe haven, interact with them one-on-one, and provide a ministry that values them as individuals. There will always be some people who are newly homeless, who don't know where to go, and I hope that we'll still be here to serve those last few that have no other place to go.
The IHN program is a shelter program where families have a place that's safe and clean and constructive to be in overnight, as well as social workers to help with the stress of their lives and emotional help that they might need. Folks that have issues with homelessness are not people that live in another neighborhood or far away or have different experiences than I do. Their kids go to the same school as mine, have the same teachers, the same homework, in the same community, and it makes it a lot more personal to me to know that.
The goal of the Passages program is to assist homeless families and individuals to transition out of emergency shelter into safe and stable housing. When a family becomes homeless, it's kind of like falling off the edge of a cliff. It's very hard to get back into the mainstream, and it's very costly. So I think even from an economic standpoint, it makes more sense to address these problems with people as best we can, rather than just leave people out on the street.
You hear on the news and people tell you all day, every day, that Americans are one paycheck away from being homeless, never paid any attention to that until it happened to us.
My name is Tracy Gillespie. My kids and I were in the shelter.
I actually was working 2 different jobs, and within 2 weeks I lost both jobs.
We were on our last meal. I had no money. We was on our last meal. So we got food, we got shelter, we discovered, friendship with other people in the same situation.
I never in my wildest dreams imagined that there could be so much help out there for homeless people. But it's there, and it's amazing.
It was a time where I couldn't even take one day at a time. I could only take half of the day and then move towards the end of the day.
Our faith and the friends that we've made, the new friends, we had friends before, but that wasn't a support group. That was just, people to have fun with, watch football. We actually have a support group now.
So it's been a community of people who have reached out and helped me, in addition to my family and friends.
We were talking about this earlier at church today, about how much little children know, and she's 3 years old. And she realized, because we have to move every week from church to church, and she, why do we have to do this, and explained to her that's because that's where the help is coming from. But we signed a lease on a place yesterday, and when we got through and everything, she looked up to me and she said, "Daddy, we have a house." That made me realize she understands a lot more than we ever gave her credit for.
My goals for the future are to take the LSAT so that I can get into law school, and I can prepare to become an attorney and practice family law so that I can help other families in this situation.
Now it's our turn, when we're ready, to start giving back and helping other people in our situation. That's one of the things from the very beginning that we've been adamant about.